One of the biggest inconsistencies is on offense. Gerard Hurd had some huge passing plays in the first quarter, and that was about it. Hurd started out 2 for 3 with 121 yards and then completed 4 of his next 9 passes for only 22 yards. Texas fans thought they were getting a glimpse at a pass offense, but that only lasted a couple plays. After the game, Charlie Strong shared with the media that in his halftime speech, he told his players that the Jayhawks were simply outplaying them, and he wasn't wrong.
Our post-game interview. So my first question for you guys would be, coming into this game, we knew that Rice had a really good defense. They kept A&M to only 1 goal last week. How are you guys able to score 3 goals on them this week? Your goalie, Jack DeSorbo, had an amazing performance, a shutout, had some amazing saves this game. What does his presence mean to this team? All right, and you guys looking forward in your season. You have Houston coming up, A&M coming up, and hopefully the regionals in a couple of weeks. What do you guys need to do in practice to keep things going and hopefully get farther into this competition? Despite losing the doubles point to the Rice Owls, the Texas women's tennis team was able to clinch their first 4 singles matches and help secure the team win. Horns' Brianna Addison faced 21st ranked Natalie Bezant, and she went down in her first set but was able to come back and force a 3rd set tiebreaker. Addison did not end up winning the match, but she showed Horns fans that she definitely does not lack in determination and endurance.
I think it is good to send Swoops out there to run a little bit and change things up. One, it gives Hurd a break, but it also keeps Swoops active and part of this offense. You have to imagine that having the starting position taken away from him must have been a huge shot at Swoops' confidence. But now the coaches are giving him a chance to carry the ball a few times, and he even scored a touchdown on one of his 3 snaps on Saturday.
I'm sitting here with legendary quarterback, Mr. Warren Moon. Warren, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Well, thanks for coming by.
And going off of what you're talking about, people being role models, you obviously had an amazing career, and I'm sure many people in the NFL who are playing now looked up to you when they were growing up. Is there someone in the NFL now who you think is doing amazing things, or you see as kind of the star quarterback that people who are kind of in the little leagues now should be looking up to?
There's so many.
The team has not lost a point in all 4 dual match victories this season. Texas narrowly earned the doubles point as all 3 doubles matches went to a tiebreaker. Under Norvell, the Horns did not have a turnover the entire game and also scored 40-plus points for only the 2nd time in 15 games under Charlie Strong. Norvell's play designs highlighted what Hurd does best, which is running the football. Horns' first drive of the game, Gerard Hurd, using his quick legs, rushes 16 yards for the Horns. They would not get a touchdown on that drive, but Nick Rose comes in to help put Texas on the board with a 28-yard field goal. Now we're at the start of the second quarter. Texas ball, running back Deonta Foreman gets through the hole and all the way to the 12-yard line on the Kansas State side with a big gain. And here we go, the man of the day, Tyrone Swoops with his first touchdown, and he'll do it again 6 minutes later. The 18-wheeler runs into the end zone, his second of the day, Texas up 16-0 now. And on the kickoff right after that, Nick Rose attempts a pooch kick towards the sideline. It bounces and lands right in the hands of Kevin Vaccaro. 4 minutes left in the 4th now. Hubener throws it up, and Dylan Haynes is there to intercept. That's his 7th interception of his career. And Swoops, there it is again, his 3rd of the day. Texas beats the Wildcats 23-9.
And towards the beginning of the game, Rice had a lot of the possession. What do you guys need to do to make sure you stay on that side of the field and keep it in Texas possession?
It's a heart thing more than anything else, just a desire and a work rate thing. And we've got to be more hungry about winning 50-50 balls and just getting stuck into tackles a little bit more.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach. Back to you guys.
Welcome back to KVR News. I'm College Press Box's Lauren Barash. Number 2 ranked Texas volleyball swept Tech this past Saturday. Let's head to Gregory Gym for the highlights. Later in the second set, Tech up 21-18. You see the struggle for Texas here. Chiako Obagu goes up for the swing, but Tech will block her. But the Horns will make a comeback. This is game point now for the second set, and Kat Brooks has an amazing dig here, which will set up yet again Amy Neal for another kill. Texas takes that second set 25-23. Horns sailed easily through the third set. Texas up at this point. Texas defense had an amazing performance, great rallying in blocks. You see one coming up right here from Chiako Obagu. The Texas defense pressures Tech into this miss hit, and Texas would sweep Tech 3-0 sets.
You know, what can we expect from Charlie Strong after that big win against OU?
I think this win was huge for Charlie Strong. He's had a lot of pressure from donors and things like that, and this win really gives him some confidence, and that's only going to transcend to the team. They're going up against Kansas State this week, who's coming off a 55-0 loss from OU. I think that Texas needs to go in with that same mentality, like they're playing a top 10 team, and show Texas fans what they're really capable of. I think this should be a really good game for fans at DKR this weekend.